Most advice on reducing cortisol is quietly increasing it. You've got 3 different meditation apps. You try new supplements. You're dragging yourself to the gym. You add cold showers, breath work, etc., etc. And somehow, your relaxation strategy feels like work. And you're stressed about reducing stress. Here's the problem. When recovery becomes another task, your nervous system never actually exits threat mode. But what if the most powerful, science-backed way to lower your cortisol isn't to try harder, but to just stop? What if the real secret was to do absolutely nothing? Today, I'll show you why doing absolutely nothing may be the most intelligent way to lower your cortisol and restore your cognitive performance. The wellness overload trap. If the phrase wired and tired feels familiar, this is for you. You're exhausted, but your brain won't switch off. You lie in bed and your mind keeps running simulations, even when your body is desperate for rest. That's a classic sign of high cortisol. Cortisol is your body's primary stress hormone. It's a key part of our fight or flight response, designed to give you a jolt of energy to handle a real threat. In short bursts, it's useful. It sharpens attention, mobilizes energy, increases alertness. But chronically elevated cortisol does something dangerous. It suppresses deep sleep, impairs prefrontal cortex function, reduces working memory capacity, increases amygdala reactivity. In simple words, it shifts you from strategic thinking to survival thinking. The problem is, our modern lives are full of things our bodies see as threats: work deadlines, traffic, the constant ping of notifications, and it keeps that system switched on all the time. So cortisol stays elevated. And here's the trap. We're told to fight this by doing more yoga, more meal prep, more discipline. Treating relaxation like another chore on your to-do list can actually make things worse. When you're trying so hard to relax, you're still putting in effort. You're still keeping your body in that high alert state. It's like trying to put out a fire with a can of gasoline. So what's the alternative? Strategic laziness. This isn't about being unproductive. It's about intentionally choosing moments of total stillness to hit a biological reset button. The science behind it is all about shifting your nervous system from fight or flight to rest and digest. Your nervous system has 2 primary modes: sympathetic, the gas pedal; parasympathetic, the brake. Most ambitious people live with constant pressure on the gas. Even during rest, they're planning, evaluating, improving, consuming. That's still activation. So what happens? You try to relax while still optimizing. You try to recover while still performing. It's like pressing the gas and the brake at the same time. And you know what that leads to? A burnout. The parasympathetic system only engages when your brain detects safety. And safety isn't declared through productivity hacks. It's declared through stillness. When you intentionally remove effort, stimulation, and evaluation, you send a clear signal. There is no threat. No tiger chasing you. That shift turns down your body's stress response and cortisol release, and the body finally hits the brake. That's when real recovery begins. This isn't laziness, it's physiological downregulation. And that's where deep sleep restores and cognitive bandwidth resets. Okay, so how do we actually do this? Here are 3 simple, science-backed ways to embrace doing nothing. First up is non-sleep deep rest, NSDR. This isn't meditation. You're not trying to control your thoughts. You lie down, eyes closed, guided script playing. To get started, just find a 10 or 20-minute NSDR or Yoga Nidra session on YouTube, find a quiet spot to lie down, and let the words wash over you. The key isn't effort, it's surrender. You're giving your nervous system a window where it doesn't need to perform. 10 to 20 minutes is enough to begin shifting physiology. Second is the panoramic vision or the soft gaze. All day long, most of us are in tunnel vision mode, staring intensely at screens or focusing on specific tasks. This focus state is neurologically linked to alertness and the fight or flight response. To counter this, just soften your gaze, look forward and widen your focus. Let your peripheral vision expand. You're not concentrating on anything. This visual shift signals environmental safety, which helps reduce sympathetic dominance. It's a small adjustment, but neurologically meaningful. And third, try some strategic sensory reduction, the evening reset. Cortisol follows a circadian rhythm. It should be low at night, but artificial light, notifications, and mental stimulation delay that drop. An hour before bed, dim lights, remove screens, stop consuming input. Don't replace it with another optimization routine. Just sit or lie down. Let boredom happen. This allows melatonin to rise naturally while cortisol declines, restoring proper hormonal timing. Sleep quality improves not because you forced it, but because you stopped interfering. The battle against stress isn't won by stacking more habits, it's won by removing unnecessary activation. High performers often believe the solution is discipline, but sometimes the real advantage is controlled disengagement. Doing nothing is not passive, it is an active withdrawal from unnecessary threat signals. In a culture addicted to optimization, strategic stillness becomes rare, and rare things create an edge. If this perspective shifted how you think about recovery, subscribe, and in the comments, tell me, which form of strategic nothing are you going to test first? Until next time, rest easy.